On the day of college graduation, the school's founder gave me $4 billion, asked me to be her contract husband for 3 years. But a period of 3 years, it made me forget the deal between us. Today I'm half away. I climbed into her bed. I can't believe she's a rock I threw out. Don't you fucking touch me. And so the world torments both physically and mentally. I've spent 2,000 days and nights. I really can't take it anymore today. Ryan, let's divorce. The breakfast atmosphere is harmonious. Because of this one of mine, that immediately drops to freezing. Have you thought about it? If you ask for a divorce, you'll pay me $4 billion. If you can't give me $4 billion, I'll put you back in jail. The ovary speaks in a somewhat threatening tone. She still doesn't want a divorce. 3 years got her used to it. Next to him is a man called the proposal. I laughed and nodded. Divorce if. It's not good to wait for him to come back and get a divorce. 3 years ago, thank you for taking care of me. $4 billion of your debt I'll find a way to pay. Give it back to you within a year. Is there time today? In the afternoon, go to the divorce. Arrogant personality makes P. Don't give me another chance. No need for the afternoon. The city's been open for less than 10 minutes. We walked out of it. My wife didn't even look at me for one. Drive away. I was left outside the door. It's all bitter in my eyes. The car is less than 200 meters. A phone call made me pee. Stop the car on the side of the road. The phone has just connected. There came a familiar voice. Just strange again. He was on the phone last night at Sao. I'd be happy to let you know. I'm going home. But after you're done. He told me he already knew. Maybe you two are dead. Please put those dirty thoughts in your head. My phone was on the first floor last night. Is there anything else? I'm very busy listening on the phone. Transmit the voice of another woman. But very quickly hung up. You suddenly feel certain. My head has been locked before. That's it. I like a man who is so promiscuous. They just divorced and were killed. It disgusts a fan. Nah, I'm not really interested in going to work. A woman who has never left work for no reason. The deputy director general. I suddenly quit my job in an unbelievable way. Drive back to home. He pushed the door straight into the bedroom. At this time, the ceiling is not up yet. She looked at her drinking daughter. Then she hugged my mother and snatched me. Divorced at 11:00. The ovary is forced to sit on the couch to face their parents' interrogation. He is very fond of children. But you didn't defend your daughter today. Let your daughter be taught. You really don't know the good and the bad. You keep bullying me, I won't tell you anymore. But why can you get a divorce? For years my work has been smooth sailing. Who is behind me helping you? These are your jobs. Which one is not from? Stay up at night instead of me. We're to stay at home and eat. They're wasting a whole body of talent. He cooks breakfast and dinner for me every day. I made some bath water for you. Even underwear is from jerking. Shock, I don't know. Last time someone told me, it's good to have a man in the house. Now tell me you're divorced. That guy from jerking. That's 8 lives of bad blood. New socks like you. He was a little disgraced. She puffs up her chest arguing you're my daughter, or the word jerk is my child. I said, tell me, that's the word for divorce. It's my daughter who was kicked. He stood next to me and immediately did not give up. Loudly demanded to take out the phone rat to ask the boy guilty. That's the daughter of the Lord. You have something not worthy of him. That's my line. Unfortunately, the phone hasn't called yet, and it's turned off. Big enemy ovary. You have a face and a nose to call and ask if you're not afraid to say a sentence in the heart of the urinal. There's another man or Sao. He's not waiting for their son to return. Sao, I thought you didn't know. Or I didn't know. Baby, tell me. If you dare to be with your son, then this old lady will retract her entire neck, part of my hand. It's time to see. Do their son of a bitch kicked me away unscathed. The shares belong to your father. I asked my father if he dared to give. Do you want to retrain your military skills? Tran Non glared at Thug Village 1. This time he's on his wife's side. Then Gao said quietly to the ovary, I have the same idea as your mother. I will tell you where to stay next to the dead. Hissing her head up. Angry look at my mother gritted her teeth said, now the word jur. I don't need my father's daughter anymore. It's not that you don't need the word jur. The dead guy called me last night. He said he's coming home. Come back and marry me. The phone is from scratch. He asked for a divorce this morning. Tell me what else I can do. From good jerk. You go and find the jerk. To face the resistance of the ovary. The naked ovary clearly doesn't want to get into the eye. A mocking look at his biological daughter. You think those little tricks of yours. I'm a mother and I can't see. Death is coming back, right? Starting tomorrow. I'll sell your house for half the price. If you are divorced, go home. You dare go home after 9 p.m. I'll break your leg. You can fall in love with anyone later, but definitely not on the other side. I made it clear here today. You're not going anywhere today. Now I'm looking for words. Ask him what he got divorced for. You better hope for the best. Not telling the truth, tell me. Stop talking and stand up. He gave a threatening look at the old man. If you dare to pee out the door, don't expect a peaceful day. Coming from the military, Chen has never talked before, and she won't go around either. Use sweet words to advise the ovum. Because he played that role already. If she's not a little bit stronger, then this house won't be able to handle this kid anymore. Shenyan went back to her room and took out a red book. She glared. Being one. If you don't want your boys to send troops to get you, my soul stays in my house. I'm going to sell the house today, and then I'm going to find the words. Do whatever you like. You are the one I picked up. Go find the son from your snatch. Tranovan Autumn does not pay attention to the ovary. Open the door and walk away. I'm on the road right now. I don't know where to go. Suddenly the old phone in my hand rang. I see 3 letters on the screen. My sweat immediately poured out on my forehead. I shivered and picked up the phone and said, hello, dude. Does she laugh at you too much? You dare say one more hello to him? I'm calling the military right now. Chew your body, you son of a bitch. Your mother is wrong. You probably haven't eaten at noon, have you? I'm waiting for you at the Dipsy restaurant to ask you about the divorce with the ovum. Give me 10 minutes and you won't come. I know if I dare not go, then she'll send the army to arrest me. In 10 minutes I have to run to the place. The summer afternoon weather is extremely hot. I couldn't catch the car, so I had to go for a run. Upon entering a private room, my mother-in-law just pulled out the phone. Looks like we're going to call that act. Shen looked at me with cold breath and nodded. Also Ninsuro, I am divorced and still looking at my mother-in-law. Tell me why you are divorced from your wife. Think carefully and answer your mother. Or maybe I'll really hit you. See, I just lied. I have a problem with that. You can't have kids going to the hospital. I'm calling Cho Ovulation right now. Tell him to come with me. There's really no way for my mother-in-law. You can't go to the hospital. If my mother knew I was lying. I actually ordered it. I sighed for a moment and sat down in my chair. Your marriage and your ovary is just a transaction. That year I had an accident. Your mother needs $400,000 for surgery. I have no other way. I just pray for you to save me. We're married. It's also because she knows your weaknesses. I helped her deal with Ba. Now the contract term has expired. I can't miss her either. Ryan has no other way. In front of his mother. But the trick just gets worse. Just honestly declare it. Only when you declare. I took all the responsibility on my side, but the mother-in-law's attention. It doesn't seem to be about us getting married, according to the contract. And she frowned and questioned. Well, you're very old. No, I'm not old at all. Missing a letter, Mom. I am not old at all. I also told you that my mother and I are 2 sisters. The enemy appeared satisfied. I just spoke up. Marriage by contract, Mom. It can be seen as 3 years ago. Both are in the research phase. This little girl has a lot of flaws. It's obviously messy, and yet, I am sick and clean. There's no life skills. Beyond education and appearance, there is no other advantage to seeing Ra. Maybe you don't like peeing at all. Even if you have a dog next to you for years. There must be affection. I didn't say you were a dog. I mean, the mother-in-law of the ovum is terrible. The sweat on my forehead kept pouring out. I wiped my sweat and called out. I'd also know where you come from. If it wasn't because you had a piece in someone's hand, then this whole life there will be no girl like you. Don't talk to me. This doesn't need to be registered for Sao. Even if you like to pee, it's useless. The one she likes is someone else. He said that son of a bitch. He died there. It's not about the stake in the ovum of General Thought Corporation or Sao. There are only idiots like a small ovary. We can assume that her brother really likes her. I said this, I divorced without even telling you an hour. What to do now? Death is coming back, you idiot. And then he's about to throw his head into the fire as you burn yourself. You don't have to spend your whole life. Don't give them any money. I only regret not having a son. I really dare not answer this. Nuns are not. But fortunately, Mrs. Chen didn't make it too difficult for me. She took 100,000 yuan out of her pocket and threw it to me. Divorced is divorced. Mother Tran Oven, this is not the old school conservative type. For the past 3 years, I've been calling my mother. I am not your son-in-law anymore. It's like half my son. Small o very narrow-minded. In your hands you have $1,000. It seems that Chen's mother is living in vain. Take this place and use it first. Don't even think about leaving this city. What happened to Mom and Dad later? They still need your help. Try to refuse. I'll have the military come and shoot you. I will not refuse. I will not refuse. If you take people's money, you have to take it. And it's not even a small amount of money. But I really dare not hold it. But the immorality of my mother-in-law. I have been soaking in not a day or two. While eating, Tran Nanthu's mother suddenly spoke up. Gao Oven in General Thought Corporation. He could make people admire him, and then I am just nodding my head. Mother Tran Oven, the more I look at my son-in-law, the more I see him. Xuantu's appearance is very matched with small ovaries. It is also very talented. She squinted at me. Do you want to go back to the company? I can ask you to let me be the head of the department. Work plan. I laughed and shook my head. Mom, stop kidding. I think about the general. I thought you were still clinging to her. Don't let go. If you are divorced, keep some distance. With backside staff. General, I don't know the relationship between you and the dog. But the big bosses have seen you. The Kia are coming back. Even though I am the ex-husband of my son, looking at his ex next to another man, it will be uncomfortable in any way. So can you spare my dog's life? The look on Chen's mother's face was clearly a little hopeful. She sighed softly. That's the nature. Pride in my bones. They all use it for us. Then there's nothing left for you. Stupid bitty Kyo, very chaotic. It's still stupid. I think that's what he taught me. I made that decision, and I didn't. It's hard for me, but I'm divorced. Don't rush to get married. If you meet a girl you like, tell her. Soft as not. We're going to use the money to smash it down in no time. I won't fall in love. Solve the problem. Then buy a house in this city. Then it's about love. Mom, you should go hit the sly. This is already my 4th call. While we were talking, Shen's phone picked up, rang up to the ceiling. He just opened his mouth and urged the internet. She's eating with her son-in-law. You keep pushing. You wait. I am here to win your money. Is your kid around? Always bring it over here so I can have a good time. How that kid cooks well. Your brother won't be home tonight. You're not ashamed. Don't seduce my son-in-law. What is missing from the street? My aunt asked if I was going. Please, I have a job in the afternoon. I have to go buy food. Speaking of which, I suddenly stopped. It turns out you can actually form a habit. My sister in the phone, grinded teeth, said. Xingyan collected you here to die for me. The mother-in-law is gone. Driving a very modest A6. Back on the street again. My face is full of bitterness. Then I clenched my fist. A new life is about to begin. I'm going to buy cigarettes and I'm in a good mood. Buy a pack of pills. I went to the brokerage firm to find a house. I finally chose a very expensive one. A duplex on the top floor. World 4 million. You can't just save money and pay enough. It is not enough to pay off debts based on savings alone. In another development, the Ovary is about to collapse. The house has been sold. His mother-in-law casually told the Ovary that she had beaten him. Lost the house for the people. If you have any ideas, go and find the person they have. For the aunt, a million words force me to call her sister. I have always maintained a respectful attitude towards children. This old man who shouldn't have been chiseled. Ask him how my body is. This makes the innocent of not experience life. I don't know how to answer this question. Clear as a white paper. At this point, I am sitting in front of the bed. Do I really like the dead end? Or just see him as a spiritual prop? He's been abroad for years. In fact, time has faded everything. When we first got married, a long-distance phone call, we can talk until late at night. As time goes by, the talk of the night was shortened to an hour. She'll hang up because I called her for an hour. I will also eat rice. On her most unpleasant days of the month. Wake up early. Cook a top 8 soup of tofu. Fish can also be rib soup. I'm going to use a thermos. Give her ginger ale. She told him to bring it to the company. In the moment the Ovary becomes confused, the shadow of Dezay in his head became more and more blurry. On the contrary, your appearance is becoming clearer. Ovulation can't stand this. That's the guy he kicked. You're not allowed in a situation like this. I still think about this guy who feels about to collapse of the Ovary. I grabbed my keys and phone and ran out of the house. In the bar, the Ovary looks around this strange environment. She plucked up the courage to go where she'd never been. It's a place where you are deeply divided, but you need to unwind. The more you drink, the more you get angry. I can be so useless. Remember the name of this snatch. He's a little bit good at cooking. Tidy up the room a little bit. Wash your clothes a little. A little smart. He looks a little handsome. Is there any other advantage? Most importantly, this son of a bitch is asking for a divorce. Throw away your warm. The Ovary was drawn. I didn't see it in his head. There is no death behind this man. Alcohol does not make people drunk. Hello, beauty. Can I have a chance to buy you a drink? I can't remember how many people are here to start a conversation. I just want to quietly drink alone. He looked at this 41-year-old man. Full body wear brand. You asked me if my annual salary is 6 digits. There are more than 1 million watches. The house has a family member. I'm missing a glass of your wine. The middle-aged man laughed and walked away. In her voice, I can feel it. This woman is not asking. He's talking. Let him know that everything she says she has. When the Ovary is about to get up and leave, next to him came a young man to talk. Show some respect. Your friends are looking through your shirt. Have a drink alone. He is so lonely. His legs are so beautiful. Don't mind if this guy touches one. Oven holding a glass of wine, in the face of a young man. The middle-aged man was leaving from a distance. Come back again. Sitting in a place not far away. He seemed to be waiting for a hero's chance to save the beauty. The young man who had lost his face didn't pretend. Gritted my teeth, cursing a slut. Put your hands up and go. But his hands couldn't come down. The hand was held by someone else. Next to the young man appeared a fat man. How dare you act here? You want to be carried out. You can't touch anyone. You know, my friends are in the distance. They also discovered the difference. Usually on this site, stand up one by one and step forward, but you're fat. And you don't even look. After grabbing the prosthetic arm flapping to the side, he laughed very gently at his sister-in-law's ovary. Why did you come here alone? My wife is drunk right now. I look at the fat man in front of me. Curious head asked. Brother of the word Jer. You're my cousin. My cousin. You can call me blessed. Okay, this bar belongs to my sister who built me, and others. Open me often here. Your sister-in-law drove here so late. It's not safe. It's not good for these bastards to mess around. They called you a while ago. I'm sure he's coming too. The shock is coming. I don't know why I panic. She was ready to leave the bar. I don't even want to see this guy. The less we get out of a relationship with him. He novels want to go guy of a bony sure zero. Clamoring for an explanation. God told you to grab a chair and point at it. Those who caused trouble, angrily scolded them not to have the elephant claim the fairy. I didn't really dare to touch you. I went upstairs and told them not to play anymore. Someone wants to cause trouble here. Uncle of sister-in-law. I'm from my city's police department. Don't you guys mess around. Guys who come to this bar can do it. Everyone knows there's been trouble. There is a little fear in my heart. To get away. Middle-aged uncle in the distance. There was no chance for the hero to save the beauty. There are 7 hopes, but he wasn't in a hurry to leave. He wants to see the man of the flower. This is when the ovary is wobbling about to walk out of the bar. Then the vase landed into a person who was walking in. A princess-style hug to the ovary. God told me to laugh and then turn around and leave the bar. People who talk also understand. It's her man. You drink and you dry. Go to a place like this again. If there is no blessing here today, do you think about the consequences of your life? What the hell is the use of covering your face? Harry Princess style. I've got 2 hands covering my face. Don't want me to see her look. I don't bother to talk about her anymore. He turned to leave the bar. Just walked out the bar door. When I met the wind, I vomited all over me. In that moment I wanted to collapse. I gritted my teeth angrily, saying you really shouldn't take me in front of my mother. Let me know we just got divorced. I ran to the bar to get drunk. Give me the car keys. She looked at me and screamed. Your mother is not my mother. So I took you home to your mother. I don't have the keys to the cottage. Aren't you going home? I'm a little angry. Help in my heart. It's like a kid making a mistake. Not long after I heard a sob from the juror. I don't have a house anymore. My mother sold my house. There's no other way. I just had to take her back to the house I just rented. Sleeping on the sofa all night. When I woke up, my whole body was itching. More heartbreaking than a blanket. The mattress I haven't touched yet. Others take it. I was awakened by the phone ringing. It's not even light yet. The ovary's phone was ringing endlessly. During me pick up the phone. Kia top wire immediately transmitted to the roar of Chen Non's line, attached according to a cordial inquiry. Waiting for your girl to come back. I'll definitely skiing you out. He said he couldn't spend the night outside. The first day I committed again, listening to Chen Nun roar. I said quietly, Mom, I'm a jur. Ovulation is where you are. The phone is cut off immediately. I looked at the phone in my hand. Now a message is sent. Mom and Dad are traveling. Ryan, stay where you are. Don't worry. Dare to call Mom. Eat enough military combo. I looked at the phone again. Mother-in-law is not worried about urination at all. There doesn't seem to be anything to worry about. We've been living together for 3 years. While I'm still bewildered, since when has the urinal quietly come behind me? Check your phone before you get divorced. Why didn't you check my phone and die? I didn't ask when I called. I got divorced and started checking my phone. Do you need me to help you? I turned my head and looked at the unwashed ovals. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. If you dare to drink again, I'll definitely tell you. I'm hungry. The ovary deliberately evades the topic of drinking. She took the phone. In front of me opened the blacklist in the phone. Inside, it's obviously Doozy's number behind it. She threw the phone on the couch and get up and flew into the toilet. Brush your teeth and wash your face. Look at the back shadow of the ovary. My heart feels very strange. Divorced in less than a day. We have to start living together again. Listening to Italian in the toilet. I got up and went to the kitchen. I made breakfast and passed on the words of my mother-in-law. Mom and Dad are traveling. Mom said she took the keys. Mom told me to come to your place. I don't mind. You've never been together. From your greed, hurry up. I have to go to work today. Hear these shameless words. I almost took the pot to the toilet. Risk your life with her nation. What is this? The marriage is also over. The contract has also been violated. There is a debt of 4 million on his back, and now we're together. Reason and I have to resist. I took a deep breath. I want to wash my face quickly. You have to wash your face to get out. I have a job interview today. Just finished. Pee half a head out of the toilet. Suspector asked from jerking. I came home last night and washed my clothes. Or don't go to work anymore. Take care of me. I don't want to look his ex-wife and her ex-lover salty together. Even if the two of us are only contractually married, I need a little bit of a man's self-respect. Old love, I said, I'm jealous. Right, from greed, do you like me? I didn't say anything. Ryan continues to inquire. I was unable to take my breakfast and leave the kitchen. Just say you're jealous. I wouldn't choose to die because you're jealous. But now I have to eat breakfast. I know there is nothing very unfortunate about you. You have to start taking care of it again. For my life. It's your honor to start jerking off. You don't know. Last night at the bar, neither of us figured out a thing. Black HUD dress, feet in a pair of shoes, high heels about 7-8 centimeters. Her figure is extremely hot and she dresses boldly. But in my eyes, this woman is the killer. It almost killed me. Don't wait for me to come forward and reason. That hot woman runs the circuit. Disappeared behind the doors of the VingDU group. I rubbed my chin in my heart. Tight. This bitch doesn't look like a good person. In the Human Resources interview office, VingDU group. I'm sitting in a chair. There are 3 interviewers. 2 male, a female. This feeling. It reminds me. Interrogated at the police station. The woman in the middle spoke first. First, introduce yourself to me. They're the head of the Human Resources department. I'll ask to find out about you. These 2 will consider your answers and your experience to make the final decision. See if you and the company can work together or not at VingDU group. All employees and the company are a collaborative relationship. There is no hiring relationship at VingDU group compared to other corporations. It's a little more human. Now I'll give you a brief introduction to the company's system. Please consider whether you want to continue the interview or not. The chief's expression was very gentle. It doesn't mean to appear superior. This makes me feel very comfortable. After learning about the company's regime, I showed that I could accept it. The head of the department smiled. Compared to the general group thought VingDU, we treat the human resources a little bit more. Go to work, not sign a buy copy. I'm going to start asking you now, what do you feel good about? Yes. We need to be happy with you too. First of all, introduce yourself. A smiled back softly said the word ethnic hunter. The 25-year-old is divorced, have 3 years of experience working in the planning department of the corporation. I've been working on a few small projects. Also used to participate into the planning of VingDU group. Education only up to the first year of college. Something happened to my family, so I dropped out of school. And I ask why you are getting divorced. My wife and I are so different. Don't want to affect her. What if now, ask you to think, come up with a plan to deal with the glorious world? Where would you start? I suppose that there's no need to aim for the glorious world. It's just a brand that goes by that cheap segment. Customers mainly, it's mostly middle-aged and old people. The glorious world is not over. It's just a way to save the myth. A measure that forces a choice to transform. How to make Romo, mainly based on cold shops and luxury stalls to attract money. If we're going to imitate a glorious world, it's not necessary. The results will not be good either. The last question. Why did you leave the company that thought you were far away? It doesn't count as a reason. We'll give you an answer tomorrow night at the latest. I look forward to working with you since I stepped out. The room is still in a dreamy state. One foot just walked out the door. I suddenly came back to ask a question. The Ford Raptor is downstairs. It's your company car, right? This question has just been asked. Oh look, the judges' faces were a little awkward. Director Million, stand up. It's embarrassing to say you weren't hurt. This car belongs to the company. I know, wait until I see the owner of the car. Don't blame me for the loss. Waiting for the elevator. In my head is a fear of late. I wonder if this is the result of divorce. My front leg just divorced. The back foot was beaten, ached for a fight. Then the egg comes back. I almost got hit by a car this morning. The interview was not good either. The elevator opened. I carry a head full of strange thoughts. Just took a step. I felt a soft touch on my chest. I can't even see what's in front of me. The lower abdomen was hit hard. Soon after, the ear uttered a harsh curse. Walking without eyes. Dare to take your comfort. You want to die, right? Unfinished words. My hair was grabbed by people. Hunched in the back of his hair. I'm so angry. He reached out and grabbed the woman's hair. The woman screams a thud, tying up ear, and stomped on my shoes with high heels. And then there was my heartbreaking cry. This time I saw the person in front of me. She's the woman. You almost killed me earlier. Tell me what department you're in. He'll fire you now. He let her go. He said, that woman's hands are getting stronger. I don't see myself as a gentleman, so there's no mercy. Gritted his teeth angrily, saying, this guy is not from your company. You almost hit me downstairs. I'm worried about where to find you. The chaos attracted people to watch. The person in charge of the interview rushed over. Because these 2 voices they're so familiar with. Head of the Human Resources department. When you see the scene in front of you, then immediately stunned from the shock, you quickly let go. Master, Let go too. Let go. The staff is watching. Let go. The boss is a girl. I said, let go of your hand. But did not expect this woman didn't just let go. He opened his mouth to bite my neck. The chief of staff quickly advised, stop talking forever to let go. The two of us were staring at each other angrily. The Willow stooped as though he were about to take off his shoes and throw them at me. The head of the department hugged the general to advise him, then signal me to leave first. She'll call later. Sorry for saving the room. I froze for an hour and got into the elevator. That's bad luck. As he adjusted his hair, he said softly, head of department Million, do you know this person? The chief of the Million department just helped her adjust her ministers. Just softly responded to the total. He's the one who came for the interview today. I was almost hit by you downstairs. I know if I look at a handsome man, I feel bad. Just look, naughty. Why not stab him to death? The interviewer told him to come to work tomorrow. Dare to grab your hair and take your comfort. Let's see her play you. Out of finish talking, Willow as quietly left. When she left, she lifted her skirt, pulled back the protective pants. People inside are angry but don't dare to say. Everything in this company is good. Only the general manager. This is making people nervous. I just left the company. Received the winning message. Tell me it's Monday. You can go to the company to work. Just go to the front desk for all procedures. But I feel like a goat in a tiger's mouth. I can't refuse. To the corporation. Wine was the first step in my plan. It is also the most important step. Only here, I had a chance to show my talent. 3 years of living with a dog. That broke all my good illusions about women. At Sao, a woman's room, living alone can be so messy. Think about urination. I made a phone call for my mother-in-law. Ask when your grandparents will be back. Connected phone a lot urinal. Your mother is playing a skate. We are in 3. Listen to the sound of the slot machines living in the phone. I feel my blood pressure soaring. The reason why the husky just, I don't want to pee. Disturbing their 2-person world. But I really didn't dare bring the ovum back. Save face for your father and mother-in-law. You also have to keep your nose clean. The divorce is also what I propose. Think about urination. I feel my life getting darker. Who can guess? Deputy General of the company. I thought I was a clean person. At home is no different than a pig. This lady told me what it means to have 10 fingers without water. More is just tears. In a villa far from home, the ceiling has left the slide table. The purpose of leaving is to deal with him, who has missed his word. The man in his usual clothes frowned, his face full of resentment. Look at the woman who has been pushing me for years. Sigh for an hour and say, Oni, she said, is it really good that we're doing this? Is there anything going on? Shen Non collected a mandarin and gave it to him. Let's talk about these two. It's not a little tricky. I have also asked about it clearly. And the white-eyed wolf called. Is it for us? Did you say you wanted to go home? He soon got used to it. Don't worry about Theo. We've been looking at him for 3 years now. What is the quality? Maybe you don't know. Let me tell you. The boy from this jerk smokes. Because the kid came in. I haven't smoked a cigarette in 3 years. She said watch the kid come in. Thank God. What can happen? The old man after putting down the mandarin, head up and look at the ceiling. If you say the word smoke. And I'm guilty of smoking. Shin Yun collected you too much. Too much or not too much. Maybe you can get a divorce. I'm happy to allow you to smoke 2 cigarettes from today. It's like getting holy. Get up and run off the balcony with some old friends. Really? Tran Oven collected a phone call for Oven. As long as she takes it, maybe we can get the keys home. As a result, this ungrateful kid didn't say a word. He hung up the phone, obviously. And there was support. Then worry about the fart. Ceiling ovals retractable slide mat table. I'd push my car around the supermarket. Think about what to do tonight. I finally bought an old heart. Buy some beans and mushrooms until you get home. The ovary is back now. She even intentionally bought herself a cartoon pajamas. Yellow bear. Sitting on the couch, butting potato chips, C2 Vi. He saw me standing on the stairs. She put her bag of chips down. Raise your head and shout, I'm hungry, and I take a deep breath. Keep your voice down for a long time. The small ovary nods strongly. I can pay for food and rent. From jerking I was abandoned. Then I called my mother. She's not answering her phone, and she's texting me. I finished reading the message and deleted it. Do you want to take a chance to check my phone? Let me see it. Let me see it. I'm going to the bathroom for a minute. Big hands make me hurt my stomach. It's actually on the blacklist. There's no reason. He just doesn't want to let him. That makes me even more frustrated. I don't even like Western girls anymore. That's when I was washing. Peeing vegetables, sneak into the kitchen. Put your hands behind your back. Curious look at the ingredients in the sink. Whispered it's all the food I like to eat. I'm not afraid you're not coming home today. I didn't turn around and wash the vegetables, she said softly. I don't like sitting in the kitchen. What are the lights doing here? I'm not picky. If you don't come back, I'll still have tea. The word jerk has changed. Of course, men change. The divorce is only a few days. I've been so cold to you. Don't forget I am still your creditor. Pay here. I'm not picky about food. Why not buy crabs? Crab has always been a ready-to-eat baby. A few years after marriage, she and I'd only fought once. It's because the ovary bought the crab and made me boil it. I can't help it. Then put it in the aquarium. Then the next day, I saw the scene. The ovary throws every crab alive and well, Loi Choi dance, into a pot of boiling water. So all that evening my face stayed away. I didn't cook dinner or wash it. I ate cleaning the kitchen to hide the ovary nose, he said wrong. I turned around and walked out of the kitchen. Just when the ovary thinks I want to do it again. You're home. In his hand, he holds a box of yogurt. Go out on the sofa and have a drink. Don't bother me here. After the divorce, I'm not going to bow down to the ovum anymore. I have no idea in my bones. I have to go get a woman. Human beings are inherently equal, undivided. Even though I'm a creditor now. But the ovary doesn't go. She doesn't know. While saying I've changed. She's changed too. Maybe the relationship between the two of you has changed. I'm not married anymore. Old heart must give a little chili. I forgot about Tupin. I almost died in bed. I had to go to the hospital all night. It was in the second year after we got married. In the winter the ovary yells for spicy fish. I want the hottest one. Then at midnight the ovum had to be admitted to the emergency room. The doctor diagnosed intestinal spasm. Intravenous injection has no effect. Infusion is useless. In the end there is no other way. I just kept telling the ovum to drink my water. I stayed at the bedside all night. The ovary in the hospital bed moaning all night. Bird urination disturbing the rest of others. I almost did. I've been touching people in the hospital. My son also remembered this. She thought that was what I should do. Now think again. Maybe it's a little bit of happiness too. After all, it's just a contract marriage. Let's have a little bit of a big fire. There is no chicken soup, lady. If you have nothing to do, please help me carrying my 8 chopsticks out. It can't be stopped from public service. When the urinal leaves the kitchen, I suddenly gave a model smile. There are 3 dishes for dinner. If there's not an ovum here, maybe I didn't cook in the kitchen. There's no one on the table to say anything. Just quietly eat rice. It's like going back to the life of 3 years ago. I cleaned 8 chopsticks after eating. The ovary actively helped me wash 8 chopsticks. Back on the sofa. I had just picked up her computer to get ready for my lesson. Then the ovary comes. She replaced one. Comfortable suit. Do you want to go down for a walk? Come on, I will give you a chance to escort the princess. I'm not going anywhere. I have to see something. Dissing ovary pissed off, she took a deep breath. Then she smiled like a flower and looked at me. My sweet voice called out to me from, people want to go downstairs for a walk after dinner. Just shut up. A straight guy like me can take this. This attack of the ovary just opened virtual. It also comes with armor-piercing effect. I raise my hand in surrender. Go downstairs and make the wood look beautiful. Plus her admirable height. And elongated legs. Everywhere you go is a beautiful place. And I walked next to her. And he looked like Tuan. What a couple of talented boys and girls. It immediately became the focus of the entire building. It attracts countless looks. When going to the basketball court, the little ovary screamed that she couldn't walk anymore. I want to go to the supermarket to buy water. What is it? I looked at the supermarket and then at my house. I shook my head and said I could go home and have a drink later. The ovary muttered a howl. Stingy and running cans into the supermarket. It's no longer like a can't walk. I'm left alone. I'm looking at the basketball court. I wondered if I should go play for a while. Move a little. At the right time, there's a boy in his 20s who's cramped. The entire basketball court is missing one person. Everyone's eyes are on me. One of them asked me, can we play for a while? Someone will come in later. I haven't touched a basketball in a long time. Anne's a little embarrassed. After took 0 catching the ball, I was criticized by everyone. Cow. Arrogance doesn't allow me to just walk away. I took off my jacket and went back to the field. I got the ball, and I'm in no hurry to attack, but slowly rediscover the shadow. The sweat started to fall. The feeling of my shadow is also getting better and better. Up the basket throwing the points robbing the ball tectonic, except to catch the ball bouncing the board. Everything else I've been at my best. Just when I'm getting a little excited, the style of the boys on the field suddenly changed completely. One by one, it's like being pumped. The speed increase is even greater. I sat there while I was wondering. I found out the boy was injured earlier. Eyes are staring out on the football field. I turned my head and looked at Theo, and Rao was the ovum that had returned. She's sitting in a chair, holding the phone, talking. My husband doesn't need door-to-door service. He doesn't snack. My face is both innocent and serious. In the phone, a seductive voice moved to the scan. Sister, you said that wrong. A man who doesn't eat how to make scented flowers with wild flowers, then he doesn't eat wild flowers. The enemy on the other end of the line is silent. Seems to have been hurt by this statement. Self-esteem. You can hear the person taking a deep breath. To reset the mood. Don't be afraid, sister, you will seduce him. Auntie, you are so confident. My husband only likes long legs. You are 6 feet 7 inches tall, sister. Are you 7 meters tall? The phone is off and the game is over. And in this last moment, I was tortured and severely beaten. Then in the eyes of everyone on the field, I walked in front of that rare beauty. Take a bottle of water and hold it up. The flower has an owner. I don't care what these kids think. Look at the phone in your hand. I was wondering if I was looking for you. Laughing and shaking his head. Just a junk phone. I saw you play ball and get beaten up for carpet like that. I can't keep looking. I need to get on the phone to lose time. Do you feel like you're getting old? My strength is exhausted. Right, I shrug. There's a top beauty here. It's much more effective than stimulants. Soon those kids will see you as a rival. The words just finished behind the ball. The boy who had been carrying the basket a few times before came up behind me. He said he wanted a duel. I didn't say no. As a result, he was tortured. The boy in his heart rejoiced. I thought I'd catch the goddess's eye. I can't believe the goddess is covering her mouth, smiling to me. When I look at her again, my eyes were cold as frost. And the Otham left. Not even the people on the football field. I'm interested in playing football. They all sat down on the ground. Boy Sue, he sighed and said no more playing. Time to find a girlfriend is no better than sap. Everyone nods in agreement. At some upscale apartment in the city. A woman in front of the mirror. Grinding teeth grinding. Height 172. Your sister is 6 feet tall. Mom, it's not standard. Let's go back to 1-6 like this. I lay down very early. Body and mind are tired. I just closed my eyes and fell asleep. In the master bedroom, the ovary's in love with my old phone. Look at the 2 phone numbers on it. She remembered the opponent's reaction when she answered the phone. The more you think, the more you see that something is wrong. Maybe there's a dog outside. Maybe not since the divorce. They cheated on each other. I can't say he likes me, though, but say whatever you want. I just got divorced and have a dog. The more you think, the more angry. Call one of the 2 numbers. The phone is connected immediately. The face just now is still unsightly. Let go of what turned into a man. He laughed and said, the head of the department. This late bothered me. Sorry you haven't slept. The phone of the company's vice president. You can say you're asleep. The man hurriedly said he hadn't slept yet. Smiling, she continued. I heard a few days ago. I took a year off and was rejected. What's wrong with the house? Well, tomorrow is Saturday. Including Sunday. You can take 2 more days off. Enough is not enough. So I'm going to the company tomorrow. Handing over the work being done at BIS. I'll approve the application for you then. Let's talk for a while and get to the point. This manager heard everyone in the company say, my wife works in telecommunications. I have a phone number here. Can you help me check it? Not in a hurry. Let me know when you have time. Just see if the SIM card holder is I. After hanging up, the face of the dog is back as before. About half an hour later the chief of staff called back for taking a leave of absence. In the middle of the night, I took my husband to work to find the owner of the phone number. Unfortunately, the authority of this phone number is very high. So we can't find out. Chief of the department reports the incident to the vice president. Her vacation is still approved, including the weekend. There are only 4 days. Sitting in bed looking at the phone number. To mutter alone, these 4 quarters are again premium users. 2 weekends. Life is very quiet. She returned to her personality as she had when she was newly married. Lock yourself in the room. Busy with the work being done. The committee asked companies to bid for a piece of land. It's an old neighborhood. People from the investment and risk departments. You can see the whole anyway. Brian is extremely afraid. The land will be handed over to the company. I'm also lazy to pay attention to the ovary. Long stay a necessary document lookup. In the afternoon, exercise your body. But there's no one playing with me anymore. The young men played football together. Always feel I come to show off. These 2 days are as long as a year for me. Now every minute I can't let go. 4 million a year in debt. Makes it a little hard to breathe. It also makes me feel excited. Monday morning, hurry up and finish breakfast and go to work. Out the door, he asked me if I needed a ride. I shook my head. The mother-in-law seems to have forgotten her daughter. The wine is as beautiful as this pearl. Not even a phone call. I haven't been to Urine for 2 days. Pick up the phone. I'm a little confused. If your mother doesn't call, stop. The person from abroad didn't make a single call. Did the urinal really stop her? What's this bitch doing? I can't believe it's in the ocean. A man is lying in a stupid bed. There seems to be no regret. She doesn't understand what the ovum is doing. Why do you say block is always block? Call the assistant. The answer is a small. The couple went on their honeymoon. It hurts the whole stomach. I almost died waiting for the water. Must be dealt with from scratch first. Let this country guy hurry up. I've come to the company before. I've been wise. Across the square in front of the glorious corporation. It's really possible to get hit by that tiger mother. 3 years in the closet. I've learned the distance between people with money and people who have no money. At the same time, I have a little aversion to American women. The girls on the outside look silky smooth. At home is most likely the same as urination. Because the ovary used to say, Indy of women live alone. They all look like that. This word seems to have broken. All the beautiful pictures in my head. Peaceful entrance to the main gate of Vendu. This time the staff of the company has been working enough. I am wearing a handsome vest again. To the front desk. I took out my RAID and got a job offer. After signing, girl at the front desk. Take out a candy on the contract. The little girl smiled and said, "Welcome to the company. This candy is a company meeting gift. Remember to forget the bitterness of yesterday. We're convinced wine will be as sweet as this candy." The little girl's face was round. "Looks so cute." I laughed and was about to answer. The next second, in the back came a voice, cold as ice.